Today I want to read you a brief passage from Ecclesiastes chapter 9. It's a little story about a poor wise man. It's in chapter 9 and verses 13 through 18. I have also seen this example of wisdom under the sun, and it seemed great to me. There was a little city with a few people in it. A great king came against it and besieged it, building great siege works against it. Now there was found in it a poor, wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no one remembered that poor man. So I said, wisdom is better than might, yet the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heeded. The quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouting of a ruler among fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one bungler destroys much good. Verse 17 is the verse of the day. That was the verse, the quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouting of a ruler among fools. It seems to me that verse is still relevant today. There's a lot of shouting in our culture today. A lot of people on TV, on radio, on social media. People shout their opinions. People use anger because anger, studies have shown, is what motivates clicks on social media outlets like Facebook and Twitter. We also know that anger and stirring up the hormones related to anger and fear are what drive the programming at a lot of television networks. And against this, you have these quiet words of Ecclesiastes, that the quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouting of a ruler among fools. Part of what Ecclesiastes does share with Proverbs is this emphasis on wisdom. And we don't want to be among those who are foolishly listening to those who shout their opinions, thinking that increasing volume and certainty necessarily implies truth or wisdom or an opinion that's valid. Remember the example of the poor, wise man. Often it's people who are not in the spotlight, who will use their wisdom to serve and to help their communities. I pray that all of us will use whatever wisdom, whatever intelligence we possess for the greater good, for the kingdom of God, and for the benefit of our communities.